Hey there, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, what I'm going to be doing in today's video. By the way, on my nails right now, I just did bubbly for no rhyme or reason. I didn't film it just for myself, but there's a video I'm going to leave in the cards for you guys with bubbly. It's like a beginner tutorial, so you can check that out if you would like. But today, I am dipping back in, literally, to Pina Colada, which was at one point my all-time favorite nude, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. It complements my skin tone so well, and I really wanted to try again the gel liquid method. I know you guys often have questions about it, and I know I've done it a couple of times, but I feel like the more I do it, the better I kind of get at it. So I'm hoping that with practice I can kind of master this. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. And I'm going to do it matte. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping coming up later on. So of course I'll leave timestamps down below for you guys, let you know where everything is at if you want to skip to whatever. I do also have peel base on my nails right now, per usual. I'm going in with my gel base. Now, if you are not using peel base, you will absolutely want to start with a primer, a gel primer. I would highly recommend Young Nails Protein Bond or Mia's Secret Extra Bond. Both are in my Amazon storefront. That'll be linked down below, so you can grab those if you need them. But I do start with my gel base. As what I do with all my gel applications, I don't put gel base right on my cuticle. You should never do that. That can lead to allergies. I always start like 3/4 of the way up my nail and then push the gel close to my cuticle without touching. And then I'm going to pour over. Now, I've seen a lot of people use a lot of different techniques for using gel and dip. Some people dip right into the thing. I'm a fraidy cat, and I'm not going to do that because I know gel polish is going to move. You can use one of those like plastic pipette type things and do that. You can use a spoon. You can use whatever you want, whatever you're comfy with. I like to pour over, and I pour it right over the lid so it catches all your powder. There's literally no waste in this entire thing. And I clean up a little bit if I need to with a cuticle stick. And I'm telling you, this application was damn near perfect. I was super impressed with how these products work together and how clean the application was. I barely had to do any filing, barely had any cleanup to do. I was kind of, I might be sold on this whole gel-based thing, maybe. Don't misunderstand. I will do a mixture, as per usual, of all the things and stuff. I'll be doing dip nails with dip liquids. I'm going to do some with the gel liquids. I'm going to, I don't know, mix and match because I know everyone uses a lot of different stuff. I may actually have a video coming up towards the end, like later half of the month, with builder gel. I know what you're thinking. Close your mouths. If I were there, I would close it for you. I know I said I was not going to do it, but I actually wound up hearing about, I think I saw it on my Facebook thread or feed or whatever it is, that Dipalicious has this builder gel and gel polishes and a whole gel line now, and it's all HEMA free. And as soon as I saw, and 9 free, by the way. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, you know what? Everyone wants me to do this builder gel stuff anyway. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with those products because A, I'm not trying to get allergies. That would not be good for my YouTube career. But also, I don't ever want to recommend products to you guys that I feel might be dangerous. And for me, like I've played a little bit with builder gel, not as a overlay, but as like nail arty type stuff. It's super messy. It's super sticky. You're going to get it on your skin as opposed to gel polish, which you probably won't. And I don't know. I wouldn't tell you to use stuff if I thought it might be unsafe. So I'm going to try and play with the builder gel with the Dipalicious stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it over like my natural shorties at some point, or if I'm going to try and do it over extensions. I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. We'll find out. But I will have that coming up. I have not seen these products. I don't know if it's a builder in a bottle or if it's a builder gel like the IBD stuff that I used once before. I'll leave that video in the cards for you guys. It was my MVP collab. We did mermaid stuff, and I used the builder gel to make like a scallopy shell type. I don't know. I'll leave it up there. You can go check it out if you want. Anyway, pressing on with my mani here. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the pour over stuff and things. What I want to tell you about using the gel liquids though, here we go. Okay, so your thumbnail. I made a point to do my thumbnail first and cure it and get it out of the way before I moved on to my other fingers, because I feel like even though the dip powder is on there and it's really not moving a whole lot, if you do your thumb and you let it just sit there without curing it, you do your other nails, there's a really, really good chance that because your thumb is laying sideways when the rest of your hands are flat, that something's gonna ooze and seep into your sidewalls and it's gonna be a headache and a pain in the ass. So do your thumb first or do your thumb last and cure it alone. Cure your thumb all by itself, like straight, flat on the table so the whole thumbnail is straight. I don't know how to make sense of this in my head. Like I only put my thumbnail in there with like my knuckles on the table, so the thumbnail is totally flat inside the nail lamp, and that's going to give you the best cure, because uncured product can lead to rippling and weirdness on your nail, but can also lead to allergies. That's my number one thing with you guys. I don't want you guys to ever get sick. I don't want to show you things that could probably or potentially cause you to have allergic reactions or make you sick. So I'm going to drive that point home. Make sure your stuff is cured and cured properly. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this layer. I'm going to speed through a second coat. I did 3 coats total, and I am not using clear dip powder. I am not. I have seen this method I'm going to show you here in a bit by a few different people recently, and I've always had it in my head, like I wonder if this would work, and it does, and I'm going to tell you about it. So clear dip powder, I found, I love clear dip powder, especially if I'm using dip liquids. Encapsulates things beautifully. But I have found in the past that clear dip powder, especially over glitter, can really ruin a mani if you're using gel liquids. So I'm not going to do that. We're not going to use clear dip powder for anything in this mani. I'm going to let you guys watch for just a little bit. And when we get to the clear encapsulation type portion, I will come back and give you the step-by-step. I'm going to brush off my nails. I'm also going to grab my really hard bristled nail brush and scrub my nails with that just to make sure I don't have anything, like no particles of powder on my nails, because I don't want to contaminate my gel base coat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to cruise through my second coat and I'll come back with you guys in a little bit. So I'm just getting off all my excess dip powder. I did 3 coats total. 3 coats, which is kind of like the equivalent to me for my 2 coats of color, 1 dip of clear, but I'm not doing clear. I just did 3 dips of color. Cuticle to free edge, super simple. So now, instead of clear capping like I normally would, I'm just gonna do a coat of the gel base, cure that, followed by a coat of the no cleanse gel top coat. And that's gonna be my clear encapsulation, and that is what I'm gonna file and buff. That's right, you heard that correctly. It's gonna look and feel completely and totally unnatural, and I understand, I really do. Because once you have your top coat on, you feel like it's finished and you don't want to mess anything up. I get it, I really do. But we're gonna do all that, the gel base, gel top, and then we're gonna file and e-file, and then we're gonna finish. And I promise you, as much as it feels icky to do, like you shouldn't be filing top coat, it works absolutely beautifully. Beautifully. You're gonna see. I'm gonna just get this on real quick. Just super thin layers, just like you would if you were doing gel base and gel top on a top coat. Same exact thing. Not putting on a thick layer, not a super, what's the word I want to use? You guys ever have a word in your head and then you have no idea what it was? Like I forget the word tomato from time to time. I don't know. It's not super thin, but not super thick. Just an average layer of gel base, gel top. Make sure you're not touching your skin or your cuticles. Nothing new to you. You guys already know that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my gel base cure, do my gel top coat cure. Then we're going to get into some filing and buffing. So I'll be right back. So as you guys could probably see in the frame from like 2 seconds ago, my nails look pretty freaking good. Like honestly, if you're not really, really particular over texture or they're smooth, don't get me wrong, but they are a tiny tad bit uneven. But if you're not particular about that kind of stuff, don't even bother filing. Don't bother with any of this. My cuticle line, as you're gonna see, I cruise through this e-filing so damn fast. Cuticle line didn't need a lot of work at all because I was so precise with my gel polish application. Just a teeny tiny bit of cleanup around the sidewalls, zip around cuticle. Then I'm gonna do the quickest version of hand filing ever. When I tell you, this was probably the least amount of time I've ever spent filing my nails. I was shocked. But then again, like gel is very, very self-leveling, whereas dip liquid is not. It dries super quick and it can dry unevenly depending on how you apply it. I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you. I've not yet tried this on my dominant hand. So I can't say how easy it would be. I will in an upcoming video. If you guys want to see that, comment down below and let me know if you want to see how I do the gel-based method on my dominant hand. Because that's always like my tell. Anything can be easy on your non-dominant hand, right? Because you're using your dominant hand, you're going to have an easier time doing everything. So the tell for me is usually, how easy is this on my dominant hand? I don't know. We'll find out. Comment down below. Let me know. See, I haven't even finished talking about one little thing and I'm already done with the e-filing. Crazy fast. I am using, true to form, the Melody Susie 2-in-1 dust collector and e-file. I am still absolutely in love with this thing. And I had an idiot moment for a minute here. I'm like doing all my filing and stuff. And when I finished my e-filing, I forgot to turn the, I turned off the whole thing. And I'm like, why didn't I just leave the dust collector portion on? I did go and turn it on though. I realized. But yeah, I'm just going to get my shape situated and do a little bit of blending and make sure there are no uneven lumps or bumps or whatever. Also, I'm going to show you right here how to season a file because I needed to. I needed a new file, so I'm going to show you how I do that. When I say season a file, this is what I mean. I'm taking the old file and I'm using the old file to dull the edges of the brand new file. I'm doing all 4 edges. And you want to do this to prevent cutting yourself with a brand new file. Brand new files are super, super, super sharp. If you ever went in along your sidewall to clean up your nails and it stung like you know what and it made you bleed or it burned you a little bit, it's because there was a brand new file that you didn't season. I've done it. I've made the mistakes. Heed my warning. And it's super quick. Just a few passes on each of those like sides and corners and whatever, and you're good to go. So now I'm going to grab my new file and here we are off again. Gonna finish getting my shape situated. I'm gonna do a little bit of smoothing. If you would like a very, very detailed step-by-step on how I do e-filing and hand filing, I'll leave a few videos in the cards for you. One is just kind of e-file 101 type stuff, what bits to use for what, and speeds and rotations and directions and all that kind of stuff. Directions meaning forward and reverse, because I know that can be confusing. It was to me too when I first started. So if you want that, that'll be up in the cards. Keep in mind, I'm not a professional. I'm just a DIYer like most of you guys probably are. I have no formal training. My training comes from YouTube University. Everything I know, I have found either through my own personal experience, through a mountain of research, or through other YouTube videos that I've watched. And I'm just sharing some of that stuff with you. Oh, speaking of which, if you're new here, I haven't done this in a while. Hi, hello. I am Marlakris, and this is what I do. Mostly dip powder nails. I play with some other stuff from time to time. Regular polish, gel polish, polygel. You name it, I've probably tried it on this channel. But I'm a dip gal at heart. That's where my little niche, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is here on YouTube. That's what I do. I'm going to let you guys continue watching me get my nails filed into shape, and I will come back in a bit. We're going to do a little bit of stamping, nothing crazy, just a little matte fall feels is what we're going to do. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Stick around, hang out, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a cup of coffee, grab a Red Bull, grab a glass of wine, grab a glass of gin if that's what you need, but come back and we'll get into some stamping. Okay, so I got all my filing done. I hope you guys are hydrated and fed and happy and not hangry, because that's the last thing I need in the comments. Somebody hangry. Maybe I'm hangry. I should eat something. Anyway, I grabbed my Nail Addict LA matte top coat. I'm doing a whole matte mani today. I was just in the mood. Fall to me is very matte. I have some kind of glam manis coming up, but for the most part, I'm very much into matte for fall. I don't know. And Nail Addict matte gel is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It's a no cleanse, so you don't have to wipe it down or whatever after it's cured. It's dry and it's matte, so it's perfect. I am doing a little upside down situation here to level it out. Matte top coat does a really, really great job of showing off all of your flaws all the time. So you want to make sure your nails are super smooth. If you don't have confidence with the matte top coat over your nails because it might be a little bit uneven, do a glossy top coat first. That will smooth out your surface, and then you can do matte over top. But the gel application was so beautiful. I didn't feel a need to do glossy top coat. I took a chance. I took a risk, and it kind of paid off. It worked out really, really well. As you are going to see after the nails are cured, they are almost flawless. I was really, really impressed. I'm telling you, a little bit shooketh with this gel base situation. Love it. Love it, love it. Please tell me to do this on my dominant hand, because that's going to be my tell if that's what I'm going to do for now until forever. I flipped my whole hand upside down again just to level out. I did my thumb first, just like I did earlier with the dip application. Did my thumb first, and I cured that for 60 seconds just to get it out of the way, make sure it was good. Cured the rest of my nails for 60 seconds, and this is what they look like. So I got this stamping plate from Maniology. I'm going to leave it down in the box for you guys. I think it's an older stamping plate. I am hoping they still have it. They're usually pretty good about hanging on to stock like that. And I really wanted to do a little bit of fall leaf action. I'm going to do a couple of like solid green viney type leaves on two of the nails. And then I'm going to do a little, I don't know, ombre stamping stuff, which isn't as complicated as it sounds, I promise. I'm just going to put a couple of colors on one image, swipe it a few times so the colors ombre themselves, and stick it on the nail. It's going to be super easy. This is, again, I should have a whole series called Lazy Marla's Nail Art. I'm all about the lazy nail art. I've said it in a previous video. I'll say it again. I'm probably going to say it a million more times. I think nail art is beautiful. And there are some really, really gorgeous, extravagant, complicated, over-the-top nail designs, and they look absolutely amazing. But for me, I tend to gravitate more towards the simplistic stuff, and that's what I want to show you guys, because the last thing I want is for y'all to be intimidated by some kind of crazy nail technique and not feel like you can do it. So if I'm showing you something on this channel, it's because I have complete confidence that anybody can pull this stuff off. If I can do it, not being a pro, being a complete DIYer with very little patience, anyone can do it. So as you can see, I grabbed up the little leafy whatever. I'm just going to slap that right on my nail. I don't have anything else on my nail, no sticky base coat, no whatever, just my cured matte top coat. And I'm going to seal the stamp in with another coat of the matte top coat after. And that's going to be it. We're going to be done. So I cleaned my plate off with acetone in case you guys were curious. I have had questions about that in the past. I'm just going to repeat this on the two accent nails, and I'm going to let you guys watch when I do the little ombre style leafy thing. So hang out, have a little bit of a zen moment, sip your coffee. I'm going to do the same, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. So here is the finished mani. I still did that stamp with that matte top coat. These came out absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love them so much. I'm going to finish up with my Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil, true to form, per usual. In case you guys were looking at my right hand and going, I wonder what top coat she used on them because they're so glossy and shiny, I'll tell you. I would never hold back. I would never withhold information. Actually, one of the Manny fam members, a very, very dear subscriber, sent me Poochie's Nails gel top coat to try out. And y'all, it's my new fave, and you will see it in action coming up in an upcoming video. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. They're so smooth and shiny and glossy, and the shine lasts. Like you're looking at my nails right now, my other hand, that's 3 days in and glossy AF. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch y'all in the next one. Love you, bye.